time again. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Today is Monday, June 3rd. We are in the month of June. Summer is right around the corner. It is beautiful out, and I hope you had an incredible weekend. Check the website, TonyOceanMusic.com, and give us a call at 847-769-86. Show is dedicated to the first responders, but mostly it's dedicated to people like you who take the time and watch the show. We really do appreciate it very much. So, it's showtime. Let's go. Showtime. Thank you, Dina Manzella from Seventh Heaven, for that wonderful intro. Hi, guys. June 3rd, Monday, and I hope you're starting off the week right. The weather is beautiful today. I know it's supposed to rain a little late noon, but I'm glad you guys are joining us today. And we got a fun-filled week of fun and excitement. Tomorrow is Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. Wednesday, I got two funny brothers on, Ronnie and Anthony Melchiotti, and there's going to be no rules that day. There is, when it comes to politics and health and all the other stuff, little facts of life. So they'll be our guest on Wednesday. Of course, Laura Ocean is in the house on Thursday, and hopefully we finally get Karen Melchiori for the Broken Earth Winery this Friday. So it's a worth week of fun. Let's get right to our hardware sponsors. Of course, our good friends from Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Norwich, Des Plaines, Evergreen Park, Warrenville, and now Mesa, Arizona. You know, Ace always helps you if you're moving and you need some U-Haul rental gear. Well, Norwich and all the stores are good for you. 3 ways to make a reservation. Call the store, walk in and visit the U-Haul desk, or go to uhaul.com and choose one of your Ace stores as your location to make a reservation. They're here for all your moving needs, personal, business, small loads. They have you covered. That's U-Haul. And folks, now let's not forget, for spring, summer is here. Get some of that brand new outdoor furniture, unique lawn and garden decor, as well as flowers, vegetables, herbs, and plants. And don't forget, they have all the greatest grills around. Tell them to grill your ace off and get a percentage off on a brand new grill. Tell them Tony O sent you. This is Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Our good friends from Ace Hardware. All right, so busy weekend. I'm going to tell you something. My friend Sal from Deutsche Power Center gave me a picture that he had in his car for a while. I guess Terry, my good friend Terry, of course, guys from Al's Beef, one of the great beef franchises in Chicago. They make great beefs. Anyway, he had a picture in his car, and I might have seen this picture, but I don't remember it. So Sal, look here, really cool. Now this is going back maybe 2000, if I'm correct. This is Bones and Terry, owners of Al's Beef. Of course, in the middle is Chicago's own Joe Montana. On the other side is former my friend Jack D'Amico, of course, who plays Frank Sinatra. And that's me over there, folks. Now, this, if I remember, this was the picture that we opened Jilly's in Lake Geneva. I don't know if you guys were there when Joe Montana came. And this was right when the HBO movie, The Rat Pack, where Joe Montana played Dean Martin, and that particular show with Ray Liotta playing Frank Sinatra. So we brought in Joe Montana to do the grand opening of Jilly's in Lake Geneva, which lasted a few years. We used to have a lot of fun over there. So I want to thank Sal and Bones and Terry from Al's Beef for this great picture. And just thinking of memories of that time. If you guys were at Jilly's in the city, was one thing. I mean, you knew it was great over there in the city, but when they had the one in Lake Geneva on Fridays and Saturdays, it was crazy, crazy fun. And we really do miss that place because you know how much we love Lake Geneva in general. So it was a lot of fun there, folks. Don't forget tomorrow, Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino, telling it like it is with my good friend Carol. And that's going to be tomorrow. You know, she always comes in with some good wit and fun. So we're excited on that today too, folks. If you're out today, it's beautiful. We just got the heater working in the pool. So in a couple of days, we'll be doing some swimming. Even though tomorrow morning it's supposed to rain, tomorrow afternoon and Wednesday as well. Tomorrow morning, now this morning we went fishing at Carlo. We got up. But before that, let me tell you about the weekend. We had a great weekend, folks. But before we get to that, let's get to another quick sponsor. Let's talk about Mary Grievous and all your real estate needs. If you are looking for to buy a home, perfect professional, whether you're putting your home on the market or looking to buy your dream home, you got to give my good friend a call, Miss Mary Grievous, folks. She's great at what she does, and folks, she's there to help you. Ready for assist buyers, sellers for sale by owners, expired listings, Berkshire Hathaway Stark Real Estate. Go to Mary at M. Grievous Stark. That's re.com, or give her a call at 630-688-1725. That's Mary Grievous helping you with all your real estate needs. And also, ladies and gentlemen, Mary is also in charge of the Chicago Music Cruise, which is coming up. Now, you know how big that one's going to be. You know, the last one we had was unbelievable, and that was in January. If you missed it, we're going to do it again. And you got some time, too, because it is March 22nd to March 30th, 2025. It's still going to be the Royal Caribbean cruise line, but it's going to be Oasis of the Seas, right? And it's going to be fun. We're going to start off in Fort Lauderdale. We're going to go to Carousel. We're going to go to Aruba, which is worth the price alone. Just Aruba alone is worth the price alone for this cruise. And then we're going to end up in Coco Key, Bahamas, which is an island owned by the Royal Caribbean. And then the great musical acts of Hillbilly Rock Stars, the #1 country band in the city of Chicago. Of course, we got the great Seventh Heaven. We'll be headlining, of course, Richie and the Boys. Mojo's Jukebox Unplugged will be there, so that'll be fun. And, of course, Tony Ocean and the Main Event Band. And we're going to have some people coming too and sitting in on some of our shows too. So we got some more celebrity guys coming joining us on that beautiful cruise. Go to chicagomusiccruise.com and tell them Tony Ocean sent you. We had a great weekend, folks. Let's say hello. Richard, do you watch the biography of Ricky the Dragon? No, I did record it. Did not watch it yet, Richard. Good. Jill, hi, Tony. That's the first time I met you at Jilly's in Lake Geneva. Always an absolute dream. Well, Jill, we had a lot of fun at Jilly's in Lake Geneva. Wasn't it a lot of fun for people who never been there? It was good. So I want to start off with a great Friday night at Chicago Prime Steakhouse. Me and Jerry Jams. Good. It was a nice little night, a little slow, but I know there's a lot of graduations and stuff going on. You know, we always notice, guys, for all you entertainers out there in the restaurant business, when it comes summer, it's going to be slow unless you have an outside patio, because you have the parties and the barbecues, and you have the festivals, and you have the concerts in the park, and people are going on vacation. So Friday was a little light over there at Chicago Prime, but Saturday we had a full house at Bellagio in Roselle. I want to thank everybody that showed up, Sal and the boys, Terry and all the guys. It was great seeing you, my buddy Dave, as well as seeing my friend Debbie. Nice seeing you, honey, always as well. And everybody else that showed up too. The band was on fire. We had Tony Toto, of course, and we had Ron Starks came in to do some songs, and he had some. It was great seeing Ron Starr there, and it was a lot of fun at Bellagio. So I want to thank you all for coming out. I want to thank my good friends also from Sunny Acres, Lexi, her daughter, celebrating her birthday. So that was fun. Great time at Villaggio in Roselle, and we were just there 2 weeks ago. So I didn't think we'd have that many people there, but we did, and it was still a great job. Ryan Lewis, ho, Joey Spins. Let's get the busy time of the year, Jeremy. You're absolutely right, and let's get to Sunday. Sunday, we played for our very first time at Famous Freddy's in Fox Lake. Now, I used to hang there all the time. We used to all hang there, and then we went to Barney's Island, and we'd go back and forth for the day. But I never performed there. So this is the first time we performed there. We did Sunday, me and Jerry Jams. It was a 2 o'clock hit, and the weather was a little shaky in the beginning, so I didn't know what it was. It was a little light turnout at first, and then by the time the sun came out, I mean, it was getting warmer. We knew it wasn't going to rain. We had a great crowd. So I thanks great seeing Freddie Hoffman there. My friend Marsha Stella was there. I want to thank Donnie Morrison, of course, Ross. I want to thank Joey Spins, cousin Tommy, Sonny. It was great seeing you guys there, and it was a lot of fun. And we played till 5 o'clock. And great food, great atmosphere. It's right on the water, the deck, all the boats coming in. We're going to be back there in July. So it's a great place if you never got to go out there. Another place owned by a la carte, all the Moretti's and the drinks and places. So it was great seeing everybody there at Famous Freddy's. Thank you. We're going to be back there in July. So Vince, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. So at 5 o'clock, I finish. I get home. I eat something. And I go, let's try to go back to Turner Park for some fishing. Nothing. Usually I get there, I get lucky, 1 or 2 bass, one definitely, but there was a lot of other people fishing. There was people from some kids there at the park, and some of the people left their mesh. Some of the kids left the worm thing, the thing that holds the worms, and they didn't even clean up their mesh there. I mean, that's what happens when sometimes you bring in these bus loads of kids and whatever they're doing there, and they don't even clean up after themselves, which is horrible. Patrice, it was great seeing you, my dear friend, too, Sunday at Famous Freddy's. Thank you so much for that. So, and then this morning we tried doing it again, but this time we went to Dark Lake Park, which was in Bartlett. Beautiful place, nothing. We cast, we tried rubber worms, regular lures, nitro worms. We tried everything. I had one on a hook, a little one, right when I got it close, it got off. But that's it. We were probably there for 2-3 hours. Nothing. And it started getting warm, so that was going to be that case. But today we're here with you guys today, and I'm glad you're watching us here at Ocean's Pit. How about another sponsor? It's that time for another great sponsor, folks, because we love our companies that try to help us out, and that's what it's all about. Let's talk about Bernie DeMayo. Oh, I'm sorry, you don't need that anymore. Let's go to Bernie DeMayo, my publicist. If you're looking for a publicist for your company or entertainment out there, trying to get your name in the social media, paper, TV, radio, Bernie DeMayo, excellent. Experienced, creative, and smart, works for the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Bulls. He's been my publicist and Ocean's Rat Pack publicist too as well. Give him a call at 312-217-5658 and tell him Tony O sent you. Let's not forget our good buddies. Now that the summer's here, everybody's starting to do stuff around the house or their buildings and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you got everybody covered. And if you want a one-stop shop, this is the place, my good friend Gorelli Pavement Service, family-owned, operated. Their service areas include Illinois, Wisconsin, and Indiana, in parking lots, both asphalt and concrete work. They do repairs and replacement, seal coating, crack filling, and lot painting. They have a 5-star rating. Call today to speak to a knowledgeable representative at 815-271-5835. Check out their website at GorelliPavementServices.com and tell them Tony O sent you. Because you got to, make the house look good. Make the business look good, make everything look good. Now it's time to do it. As once it's warmer out, and let's do one more. Hey, folks, and all your landscaping needs, you need to call the best. That's Jack Vena Landscaping. They offer monthly maintenance programs, bush trimming, spring and fall cleanup, bed mulching, fertilizing, weed control. They also offer plant design service installation. They've been in the business for the North Shore for over 44 years. Call Cousin Tommy at 847-432-5266. Tell him Tony O sent you. That's Jack Vena Landscaping. You're watching Ocean's Pit, little show about big things, folks. Monday, June 3rd. And we got a busy week of shows coming up, folks. Now, tomorrow is Tuesday in the morning. Dennis, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, we'll talk about that, Ryan, too, about the Rangers. Anyway, tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., I'll be in Bristol, Wisconsin, fishing with my good pal, Bill Saratella, who plays Frank in Ocean's Rat Pack. We've got a guide. We're going out tomorrow morning and hopefully some good fish and in Bristol. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so Thursday we'll be at Zaza's in Lake Barrington, inside with the Professor Daryl Armenstad. Friday we'll be at Chicago Prime Steakhouse with Double T Tony Toto. Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be at the beautiful Lyric Theater in Blue Island, Illinois, for you Southsiders out there, folks. That's going to be Ocean's Rat Pack, Bill Saratella as Frank Sinatra, Elliot Winbush as Sammy Davis, Jerry Jams, and of course yours truly as Dean Martin. That's going to be a great show. That's a night show. Me and Professor Daryl, me and my good buddy Tony Toto will be in Fontana, Wisconsin during the day for 2 shows on Saturday. So it's going to be interesting. And then Sunday, Ocean's Rat Pack picking up the car and we're driving over to Munster, Indiana for a concert in the park in Munster, Indiana for all my Indiana fans. That's going to be a lot of fun. A snood. You know what a snood is? SNOOD. A snood is a type of hairnet used to protect and shape your mustaches. Right? Never knew that. You learn something new every day, folks. Useful, useless information as it is. All right. So let's get to the bottom. Let's get to a couple things, folks. First of all, today, this month of June is Happy Pride Month. So I want to make sure that we throw out all the different nationalities and all the different cultures that's out there. Happy Pride Month out there. Also, it's National Smile Day today. So get your noses on. It's not Red Nose Day. It's just Happy Smile Day. So if you can right now, give yourself a big smile, and do appreciate that. Also, today is Italian Canadian Heritage Month for all my Italian friends out in Canada watching. Happy Italian Heritage Month. If Jerry Jams is watching up there, just want to say hi, buddy. All right, so let's get to some other stuff here. We've been posting now for the last couple of years since COVID. Tony DeGuide, who was a movie producer, filmmaker, he was on the show. I'm going to try to get him back on again. He's got something he's working on called Chicago Gangster. Now, we've been pushing this poster and thing for a long time now. We're waiting, hopefully, to get the script. And actually, it's going to be a Chicago Gangster movie, no shit, but it's going to be good. It's going to be a different twist, so I don't want to give up the twist, but we'll be looking for that, the Chicago Gangster coming soon with yours truly in it. It's going to be a lot of other great actors there himself, so I'm excited to try to break into that field there. We'll see what happens. According to Fox News, Angela Jolene and Brad Pitt, their daughter, just graduated and just celebrated her 18th birthday, and she's changing her last name. She's not going to go with Pitt. So some people, I noticed, they don't want to use the last name if they're celebrities. Some people like it because they get, these extra special benefits and perks and all that stuff. But other people want nothing to do with it. And now she's 18 years old. She can legally change her name, and her last name will not be Pitt. She's 18 years old. She can do whatever she wants there. Big, folks, big news. J-Lo cancels her summer tour, North American tour, and she's heartsick and devastated. She will not be doing the summer tour. So I'm sure they're going to reschedule that for people who bought concerts to see J-Lo, better known, Jennifer Lopez, for some people who know who J-Lo is. National Rocky Road Day. If you love Rocky Road ice cream, I love Rocky Road ice cream. Let's talk about the New York Rangers eliminated. I thought for sure ESPN said they were going to the Stanley Cup, but they lost to Florida, of course. So I just want to say congratulations to the New York Rangers. They did an incredible job in playing the hockey in the playoffs, and they'll be ready for next year. I think it's going to be Edmonton now against Florida, and I'm hoping that Edmonton beats Florida. just for that. Also, because remember, who built that Florida team was Coach Q. And he was great with the Blackhawks. And then, of course, they let him go for all that bullshit that went down. So after what they did to Q and after what they did to my Rangers, I'm going for Edmonton. I hope the Oilers take it in the NHL. Very cool. Also, stopped on Saturday before Bellagio. We stopped at Dave Antonelli's house for April, his wife's birthday party. I was there for a little bit. Nice to see Mr. A and see everybody there. And again, happy birthday, April Antonelli. Yeah, she can use your name, General. There you go. I can see her. Provenzano is a good last name. You're going to love that. Absolutely. Very cool. All right. So also it's Lou Gehrig's Day. Of course, former New York Yankee for ALS. Horrible disease. But we got to just make sure that we let one of the original six. That's right, my friend Craig Olson and my Craig. Also, I need to thank, speaking of Craig, Kim Peterson LaFew stopped by on Saturday and joined the main event band at Bellagio. She did an incredible job, Kim. So thank you. And Craig, I hope you're doing well. So, yeah, Lou Gehrig's disease, of course, the great Lou Gehrig. And Gary Cooper did a movie, if you ever seen it. It was actually very good, but horrible disease. So for ALS, something that we should try to, whatever, see me, maybe someday. I won't see it. We probably here, none of us will see it. Maybe our kids will see it. Maybe our grandkids will see a cure for ALS or for cancer or for all that stuff up there. Johnny G. Guarini, how you doing, my buddy? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Johnny, let's get you back on the show closer to the date for your friend Robert Kramer, keyboard player who got in an auto wreck, and a GoFundMe page trying to get some money for him. But Johnny's going to be doing a big fundraiser at Shanigan's in Woodridge. I think it's in August. Let's get on and see what we can do to help our fellow entertainer musicians in Chicago. Big Bass, all right, buddy. It's going to be me and you on that boat next time. Me and you, Ronnie B. You got it, my buddy. Absolutely, absolutely. So that'll be very cool. Also, I want to say happy anniversary to my friend Ellie Weinhardt, and of course her husband who passed away. Another hard thing when you lose someone in your family, your best friend. Also, I am with politics, but when somebody dies, I feel bad, especially when it's somebody's mother. And of course, we're talking about Michelle Obama, former First Lady's mother, Martha Maria Robinson. Michelle Obama's mom has passed away this past weekend, according to Fox News. Our prayers go out to the family there. If you're looking for work and you live in Wisconsin, folks, Wisconsin State Fair is hiring people. It's the time. They start off about $13 to $14 an hour. So if you're up in the Wisconsin area and you want to get a job, check out WisconsinStateFair.com jobs, because they are looking to, if you're looking for work. So it's going to be very cool, man. Let's go to headlines. We got some stuff here. Fox 32 News, Chicago. Concealed carry holder shoots 3 men who attacked him on the north side of Chicago, police say. That gun thing is going to be something that, we're going to be fighting forever. That's why my friend Ron Melchiotti and Anthony Melchiotti will be on the show on Wednesday. They're pretty knowledgeable about a lot of stuff. Very witted guys, know their stuff about politics, about certain things that are going on in this country. We're going to talk to them this Wednesday. Both of them are going to be on. It's going to be great. And also, Matt Cassane will be on, and he'll be coming on as former President Donald Trump this Wednesday. So we'll be asking him on his point of view on certain things as the character Donald Trump. So we'll have a little fun with that too, folks, this Wednesday. 2 guys, two shows. He'll start off the show, and then Ron and Tony will come on at the end of the show. So Wednesday will be something you want to tune in, and we'll talk a little bit more about. Now, this guy's, you try to think this. Someone comes into your home or in your car and tries to attack you or tries to do something. What do you do? You're allowed to conceal and carry. You're defending your life. You're defending your family, defending your car, your home, whatever it is. What do you do? What would you do? Laura Mizzi, great seeing you, my dear friend, on Sunday, you and Anthony. And I hope you're well. And if Jenny's coming into town, we got to get her to one of the shows and get her up and singing a few songs, let me know. Maybe we can do a little push and promote a little show. Maybe if she got no plans this weekend, we can get her out to one of the shows. Kathy, how are you doing? Well, my friend. So yeah, you gotta think of you as an American citizen. If they were coming into your home and concealed carry, you got a gun and they're trying to break into your home. What are you going to do? You're going to shoot them in the knee, in the arm, whatever the hell it is. They're coming into your arm, and that's something, of course, people don't want to talk about and go through this rights and this like that. But we're going to ask a bunch of great questions to my good friend Ron and Anthony Melchiotti on Wednesday. All right, guys, for all you orange juice drinkers out there, Fox News, orange drink makers are getting squeezed by high prices. And you know what that means. Orange juice makers consider using alternative fruit as prices skyrocket. With prices going on and inflation going on the way it is right now, now you're going to start substituting. Even this AI thing that's coming out scares the hell out of me. Now you go in some of these restaurants and the robot takes your order and there's no people actually serving you. I mean, this is stuff that, we watched on the Jetsons when we were kids. And now this stuff is all coming to in reality. It's crazy as it is. Interesting stuff. If you're in the River Grove area, folks, they're putting an Andy's frozen custard in where the Baker Square used to be. I used to love Baker Square pies. I think they might still have one on Harlem Avenue. And I think there might still be one on North Avenue. I'm not sure for Baker Square. How do you have alternative orange juice? The American consumer is under fire. Jeremy, you're right. What else can they come up with? Can't be orange juice. What else? A different fruit to make it look orange? And it's not orange fruit. It's not orange juice anymore. You might even just call it fruit juice or fake fruit. Why don't you just sell it like that? Put it on the market. Put fake fruit juice or fake orange juice and see how many people buy it if it's a cheaper price. Well, it tastes like it, but who knows what's in it? That's the thing when they do all these changes and stuff. Who knows what's in it? I'm not worried about the Jetson type of AA. The Terminator is one that I'm worried about. Yeah. Well, that's the other side of it, Richard. You're absolutely right. There's one side of the Jetson one, and then you have the Terminator one. Crazy. NBC News, more land near Lambeau Field is on the market. Lambeau Field, of course, where the Green Bay Packers play in Green Bay, Wisconsin. A man who owned property on Holman Gridway is nearly 40 years in selling 5 plots for a total of $4 million. I kind of miss it. Long-on business owner giving up prime land near Lambeau for $4 million. Tang, there you go, Craig. Can, there you go. Remember, that was the astronaut drink. Remember when we were kids and we seen the commercials? Oh, the astronauts take this to the moon. It was good stuff, too. I don't know what was in it. Maybe the Bears should build there. Yeah, put the Bears over there in my Lambeau Field. That would work. Tang, there you go. Who knows what was in Tang? Does anybody know what was in that? That was actually pretty good. When you were a kid, all that stuff was good. Remember, like Coho or whatever that was, Moo-Hoo, that chocolate milk, Yahoo, whatever it was called. I don't know what we were drinking there too, but when we were kids, you know what though? Angelo, how you doing, my good friend? Some Ohio is in the house. What's up, guys? Have a great day. You guys, you think about all that stuff, but you got to think about Pat. How you doing, Lanzini? Highwood's in the house. You do the want to know. Yeah, I want to know. KO, there was one, KO. But remember when we were kids, growing up, right? Smoking for years and years and years and years. Alcohol, what else? Fast food. When you went to the doctor, they had a cigarette, look at your chart. We were drinking out of the hose. We were drinking out of the water fountains at all the parks. Remember that when we were kids? That was our energy drink. Going to the fountain at the woods. Who knows how many people were in there and what you were drinking. It's amazing how we grew up now, years later, and everything. You can't touch this. This is no good. This will kill you. This will kill you. That will kill you. I mean, if you're drinking Coca-Cola, for instance, now Coca-Cola for years, right? It's proven it's horrible for you, right? But it's been proven that even didn't they have a commercial or they showed something on one of these shows where they took like old screws and they put it in a thing and they put Coca-Cola in it and it ate away all the dirt and the rust out of it. I mean, if that's what it's doing to screws and stuff, imagine what it's doing to your insides. I remember the beer tapper parties in the woods. Yeah, what about that? Everybody sweats, passing around the same glass, and we all ended up okay. We all ended up okay, folks. Right? I think sometimes it's good to build up your immune system. I think, Fox 30 News, another company that's going in trouble is Cracker Barrel. CEO says restaurant chain has lost relevancy, eyes menu changes and remodeling. It used to be cool, Cracker Barrel. I ate there a few times, but what hurts me, what gets me here is these places that I grew up with that we're not seeing anymore. Herd immunity, right? Absolutely. Dr. Pepper Coda with Maker's Mark. There you go, Dennis. Boy, you tried everything, haven't you, at one time? Dr. Pepper used to be my favorite too. Still is. If I drink soda, it is Dr. Pepper. Olive Garden has been going downhill. There you go. How much breadsticks can you have in soup? They call the pump at Irving Park Woods the fountain of youth. There are cars lined up every day for 50 years. Yeah, that pump to get that water. Remember that? Even Bussy Woods, people would bring their empty water jugs and fill it in just so they can get water to bring home. And I don't know. WGN Morning News. Awesome. As the school year drew to a close, Dankin Kramer worried about children who owed money for meals at school. Could you pay to eat so you have lunch and the pizza, whatever they give the kids. So this young kid, how cool. He's 11 years old, this kid. Took it upon himself. Now, and I'm worried about the younger generation, but if this is what this kid's doing, this kid's going to be okay. If there's kids like this growing up, I think we're going to be okay in certain areas. But look at this. As the school year drew close, Dankin Kramer worried about children who owed money for meals at school. So the enterprising fifth grader decided to do something about it. How cool is that? As the school year, like I said, Dankin families and even strangers and business friends to pay off the meal debt for the kids. How cool is that? Thomas Elementary School in Blue Springs, a suburb of Kansas City, Missouri. He was apparently convincing. He wasn't convincing at what he did. He raised $7,370, more than double his original cost, because all they owed was $3,500. So he did this GoFundMe page, asking friends, family, strangers, businesses to donate. He raised $7,371. It paid off the debt for his school and provided nearly $4,000 to reduce meal debt at the Blue Springs High School as well. Young kid, 11 years old, fifth grader. Kudos to this kid. How cool is that? I love when you hear positive stories. I mean, I know you have to tell the negative stories too and all the other crap, but this is a pretty cool story. Took it upon himself because he was worried about, you got to love that. Miss to you, Ryan. Miss me. Seeing you too, buddy. Okay, look at this. Morning WGN Morning News. The trend has caught the eye of many major retailers, several of whom have announced price cuts in thousands of items. Walgreens, Jewels. Now, people sometimes go there and they buy their brand. Remember the Jewel brand, and the Walmart, I think, has a brand. I think maybe Aldi does. I know Walgreens does. Some people, I knew my mother at one particular time, and she might still, when we take her shopping, if it's not the name of the name brand, she won't get it. She don't care. but I think she started changing. She go to Aldi. It's not the same. It's not the same brand, but it's the same thing. And I think more people now, because the prices are going up so high in inflation, I think people now maybe who used to buy the name brand stuff will go out and buy something else. Now, this was Walgreens, WGNTV.com from this. They're talking about Walgreens here, but there's a lot of other stores that do it. I mean, when you used to buy the Campbell soup, you might get the Jewel soup. It probably has 3 times more of the sodium, right? Or the Jewel's chips, or the Walgreens chips, or the Aldi's chips, or whatever it is, you know. I think more and more people are starting to do that now because of inflation being up so high. Um, so it's interesting to see where that's going. And here we go. WISN news. From snacks to toiletries, even Squishmallows prices are coming down. Now, Amazon, Target, Walmart, Walgreens are slashing prices. So there's more of these places trying to slash the prices to bring in the consumer, and so they'll spend more money. Great move. They might just raise the prices on something else, but they're trying to do whatever they can to break down inflation so more families can come out and buy groceries without, spending the whole week's paycheck, which you are doing right now. All right, congratulations to, let's see here. My buddy Mark Cap from the South Side of Chicago. Look out, our friends from Tinley Park, Illinois. They were on Wheels of Fortune. Right now, they spun on the $1 million grants, but it doesn't say if they won or not. Okay, so one of his friends, couple from Tinley Park on the Wheel of Fortune, Pat Sajak, that he's coming to the end. Maybe they won something. Congratulations if they did. The New York Yankees in baseball. If you follow baseball, you know, a diehard Yankee fan. I have a lot of Yankee stuff besides the shirt. I have a Mariano Rivera signed ball. I have a Derek Jeter jersey. I'm in love with the New York Yankees. I'm crazy about the New York Yankees. Deb, I'll take that Yankees ring. Laura said it's good if you're listening, honey. I'll love to have that ring to my collection. But I have a lot of Yankee stuff here. But here, let me tell you something about the Yankees. The Yankees didn't reach 40 wins last year. They didn't reach 40 until June 20th. So the Yankees right now, the first American League team to reach 40 wins. I think they're 44 or 48 and 14 right now in the American League, the New York Yankees. If they can stay healthy, watch out for the Yankees this year. All right, let's see. People in trouble again. WMTV, high school announcer caught making disregarding comments during a girls' soccer match in Kansas has been fired. Oh, so what did he do? Let's see. Wichita, Kansas. A high school announcer caught making disregarding comments during a girls' soccer game in Kansas has been fired. In a video circulating on social media, play-by-play announcer Toby Moore could be heard talking to the press box worker while he reportedly believed the microphone was turned off. Some of the comments Moore can be heard saying include, what's that first half as ugly? Wait, was that first half as ugly as I thought it was? And my mind kind of flickered, kill me now switch. The conversation then shifted to comments regarding women at the game, talking about their curves and wishing them to tear their clothes off. Now, you got to watch out what you say, right, folks? I mean, this stuff here. Now, saying the first half of a game was ugly, I don't think that was that bad. I mean, he's an announcer. You know, he's probably saying that's his view. But when he starts going into the girls, and then another comment he made about the kind of flick the switch, kill me now, because the game was going so bad. I don't know. That could be on the line there. But conversation when he's talking about look at the women's curves and wishing I could tear their clothes off, that's a no-no. And, of course, it was caught, and the guy thought he was going to be the microphone was off. You got to watch out about that. But that's what it is, and you got to watch yourself. Here again, this past weekend, 2 people were killed and 3 others were injured in a crash at the Eisenhower Expressway Sunday morning in Chicago near the West Side. Our families, prayers go out to that family. Southwest Airlines, if you fly, let's see, it's about the soccer moms' asses. There you go, Johnny. Oh, soccer moms, there you go. Oh, Debbie, thank you, my dear friend. You're the best, sweetie. Thank you. Hot mic moment. There it is, right, Johnny? There you go. Southwest Airlines. I remember when Southwest first came out. I remember you had to go through Midway, and we used to take Southwest to go to New York all the time and go to Jersey. But it seemed like they're always in the news with some problems. Right now, WGN News, a widespread technology issue delayed many Southwest airline flights Wednesday afternoon. Technology issue delays flights across the country. So it's, I know at one particular time there wasn't any pilots and it was short-staffed, and some of the repair guys, they probably didn't have enough repair guys, maintenance guys, so they probably weren't looking at every part on that plane. But if you look at the last 2 years, you hear a lot of more stories about plane problems than you had in the past. American Airlines, I never have a problem with American Airlines. For me, that's what I fly. But we got points, so we use American Airlines. So we got to care. Diana Peterson, my friend from Barrington, says, if you're wrong, own up to what you didn't do right. That's how you learn to earn respect. And I'm wrong sometimes, and we're all wrong sometimes. And if I pissed anybody off or did something, I'm very, very sorry, man. I mean it from my heart. And I love this quote: if you're wrong, own up to what you didn't do right. Should have kept my mouth shut and let people live, do what they do, right? That's how you learn and earn respect. Thank you, Diane. I love that post. Well, if you've seen the fight with Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, well, obviously, if you see what this guy, Jake Paul, looked like, Mike Tyson did destroy him. Jake Paul is now desperately trying to call off his upcoming fight after suffering a humiliating defeat session with Mike Tyson. You knew Mike Tyson was going to destroy this guy. I mean, even at his age, he is just brutal. Ryan, what happened with Southwest Airlines? They have a lot of technology issues, so you might want to check with that before you fly with Southwest Airlines, or with any airlines these days. Another one by my friend Diane Peterson. And the truth is that all veterans pay with their lives. Some pay all at once, while others pay over a lifetime to our veterans. Do we need to support our veterans? Speaking of prayer, Officer Barisi, officials confirm Gilia River officer Joshua Breeze has died. Another officer was shot and several others were wounded in mourning. Now, granted, this is in Arizona, but still it's another police officer down. And our prayers go out to the family and any other police officers or anything like that, men, women. It's just sad. Oh, there you go. Thank you, Richard. Hey, the neighborhood brew pub closed, suddenly leaving customers at upcoming events. Now, this is something that gets me pissed off. You have a restaurant, or you have a banquet hall. You have an establishment that you planned your wedding, or you planned your party, or you planned something. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the night, likes to close shop. Doesn't tell the people that he booked the parties and the weddings and christenings and that kind of stuff. Anniversary parties, birthday parties. They rent the halls or they rent the club. And in the middle of the night, they walk out. Now, this happened to this place. That's horrible to do. Not only what about the employees that expected to come into work that day on a regular daily or nightly basis? What about their paychecks? I mean, what the hell? They just close up and leave at night? And then all these parties, when you book a wedding, you usually book it like a year in advance. And they already got your deposit. A neighborhood brew pub closed suddenly, leaving customers who had upcoming events planned stunned. Company Brewing in Milwaukee, River West neighborhood, announced it was closing on their former Facebook page. Local musician Jeremiah told he was scheduled to hold an album release party. This happened, okay, this wasn't a wedding or anything, but this was a musician putting out his new record, having a record release party at this particular place. So you know he provided a lot of promotion and tell people to come and probably spend a lot of money to get this CD made and ready to do a record release party. And guy closes up before the party. Rose, friend, I hope you're doing well, my dear friend. So I'm sorry that when stuff like this happens. Why they do it? I mean, they're too over the, they owe too much. They can't break out of it. Instead of telling, fess up and tell your employees and tell people that booked events there, just screw it in the middle of the night and take off. It's crazy. Fox 32 News breaking: a child has died after being struck by a pickup truck on the city's south side this past weekend. It's just one thing after another. It's all bad news. And you get maybe two good ones, and then you get 8, 9 bad ones. Fox 32: devastating fire erupted Wednesday evening at Wabash Valley Produce in Farina, Illinois, going up south, resulting in deaths of millions of chickens. I need you guys to remember something very, very important. Remember who fired thousands of servicemen in the military for not taking that shot, while letting millions of unvaccinated illegals in our country. This is what you need to remember on Election Day come November. That's just one thing that we need to remember. Does it mean like more shit happened on the south side versus the north side? I hate to say it, but it seems there's a lot of stuff that happens more on the south side. But hey, this is stuff that keeps coming up on the news. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't care where you live anymore these days, folks. It used to be one side, this side, that side. It's not like that anymore. I think right now everything is just it's just scary. Hey guys, what does it mean when your car needs blinker fluid? I've never seen blinker fluid come up on your car. Have you? One more time, if you didn't hear the question. What does it mean when your car needs blinker fluid? All scratching your head going, what's blinker fluid? Well, Nexstar, it's a phrase you maybe heard around social media, or maybe even had someone tell you your car is low on blinker fluid. So I Googled it. What does it mean? What does it mean when you're out of blinker fluid? It turns out it means nothing. Really, it means nothing. In fact, there's no such thing as a blinker fluid. The concept is an old joke among those who know about cars to test who knows about cars and who don't. So don't freak out because you'll never see blinker fluid. Why do I need blinker fluid? There's no such thing. It's like recharging your horn with a can or beef. There you go. The Yankees go. There you go. Herbie Gage, what's up, buddy? Like I said, blinker fluid, like we said, it means nothing. It's just a joke. It's something between people who know cars. So it's an inside joke to see how many people know about old cars. Check the blinker fluid, which there's no such thing. So if you hear that, it's just a ploy. Herbie, I do hope you're doing well, buddy. We got to get Herbie on the show. He's an entertainer. He's got music. He sings. He's got some stuff coming out. Herbie, why don't let's get you on the show, buddy. Let's start promoting some. I love promoting local acts and people who have a great talent of different stuff, man. There's so many people out there that have a different gift of talent. It doesn't have to be just entertainers. It could be. There's a lot of people we had on our show. And I love to get them on. So if you want to highlight somebody who's got extraordinary talent or any talent, let's get them on. I remember I had the Uber driver on. I had a plumber on. I want to get everybody on. And we want to know about certain things. And I think it's important that people need to know about these certain things. These little jobs and this little stuff like that is very, very important to our homes. Most of some of these jobs or some talented job out there, let's get it out there. Oh, why don't you get both of you on together? How's that, Herbie? You and get together like a Captain and Tennille. Let's get you guys on together. Let's do that. Can we do that? It would be a lot of fun. Johnny Faso, that's like locking yourself inside your car with your coat hanger. John Faso, boom, boom. Great drummer in the Chicagoland area, also part of the Richie's restaurant in Schiller Park. Well, then, Herbie, let's get her on too. But let's get you both on because you know what? You guys are out there always supporting entertainers. So I'd like to get Paulina and Herbie out on the show at the same time. Boyd, Billy and the Vintage Stay Saints. That's right, Boyd. On my show Wednesday will be Anthony Melchiotti, bass player of Billy and the Vintage Saints. So Anthony Melchiotti and his brother Ron will be on the show this Wednesday, Boyd. So there you go. Me and Anthony were on Star Search together. And me and Bill Hall, of course, Dream Police, my tribute band. So there's two great entertainers there. Make sure you change the air in your tires from the winter to summer. How about that? That's a good one, too. Lillian, how you doing, my dear friend? I hope you're feeling good. Remember that? Oh, yeah. Did you change the air from summer to winter? Oh, yeah. Another thing. Oh, I love some of these old sayings and old things. Guys, you heard about this? Breaking news. You know when the Cubs switched from WGN and they went to the other channels, you had to pay to watch the Cubs. Well, it looks like you're going to do it again for the Hawks, the Bulls, and the White Sox. Joey Spins. Breaking news. Chicago is getting a new sports network this fall to broadcast Blackhawks, Bulls, White Sox games for more fans. Let's see, the Chicago Sports Network, CHSN, to launch in October across multiple platforms, according to White Sox, Bulls, and Hawks relations. CHSN plans to deliver more than 300 live Blackhawks, Bulls, and Sox games annually, along with the post-game coverage and 24/7 multi-sport programming. The network will broadcast from studios in the United Center and Guaranteed Rate Field. Interesting stuff. A lot of people, I think they lost a lot of viewers, the Cubs did, when they switched. What's going to happen now with the Hawks and the Blackhawks? We'll see. And, remember all those years, if you're a big Chicago White Blackhawks fans for years, they weren't on the television. So I'm sure they lost a lot of fans. And then all of a sudden the father passed away and the kid came in and changed everything. And they won a bunch of Stanley Cups. But that was a time. How many? Carl, yeah. Yeah, there you go. The Buckinghams, absolutely. And there's Paul Luca. If you're looking for concert tickets at the finest, if you're looking for the guys to go to, you got to call my buddy Paul. Better yet, go to his email, goldcoasttickets.com. Paul Luca and his crew can get you tickets for anything. Lollapalooza coming up, Country Thunder. Paul Luca is the guy. That's goldcoasttickets.com. Tell him Tony O sent you. It was great seeing Paul at the Thirsty Parrot a couple of weeks ago. Paul, I hope you're doing well. All right, folks, we were talking about the New York Yankees, folks. They do have the best league right now in baseball. The Yankees now have the best record in baseball. They've won 42 and lost 19. That is the New York Yankees. So let's hope they can stay healthy, everybody. It is Monday, June 3rd. A busy week coming up. Again, Zaza's on Thursday in Barrington. Friday, Chicago Prime. Saturday will be at the Lyric Theater in Blue Island. Sunday will be in Munster, Indiana, with Ocean's Rat Pack. Other shows coming up, folks. All right, what do we got? Big ones. Some new stuff. We'll be outside a brand new place on June 12th. Will be at Pronto's Outside Patio in Glendale Heights. That's Wednesday, I think, June 12th. On the 13th of June will be Moretti's in Edison Park Outside Beer Garden. All right, cool. And the 19th of June will be Cucina Rustica Outside Beer Garden on the 19th of June. And then the 27th of June, we're making our debut at a new place called the Red Barn in Mount Prospect. That's going to be outside as well. And don't forget, for Father's Day weekend, we'll be at Forget About It Vineyard Winery, folks. It's Saturday night. Come on out for some great wine in Galena, Illinois. Forget About It Vineyard Winery, me and Jerry Jams, on the 15th of June. It's a dinner show. You get dinner and a free two free glasses of wine. And then, of course, there's also lawn seats at a different price, but it's actually in Andover, Illinois, which is right next door to Galena, Illinois. It's going to be Saturday, June 15th. Forget about it. And don't forget the Tivoli Theater on November 13th with Ocean's Rat Pack and Rick Lindy and the Wild Ones. And 30th, June 22nd, main event band will be at Ron Onesti's Club Arcada Speakeasy. And then June 30th, Sunday, we'll be at the Speakeasy for Rat Pack Sunday for my wife, Laura Ocean's birthday party bash. So Laura Ocean will be celebrating her birthday at Speakeasy, Ron Onesti Speakeasy on Sunday, the 30th of June. That'll be fun. George Steinberger got slaughtered this Sunday morning, opened a bottle of champagne. Yeah, there you go. Oh, Dennis, what are you going to do? Yeah, the White Sox do stink. All right, we got birthdays, folks. It is the 3rd of June. And before we do birthdays, we got another commercial. Now that it's warm outside, and like I said, we're like to promoting all the stuff that needs to be done around the house or your businesses. We're naming all our good for companies that can take care of you, and that's what's important. And here's a company that's been doing it for a long time, folks, over 35 years. You know, we're talking about airtight windows. If you're looking for a new window, want it done right, do it right with Tight. If for honesty, quality, stability, do it right with Airtight. Serving the Chicagoland area for over 35 years, do it right with Airtight. Call Louis Pipes at 708-788-5000. That windows and siding Airtight windows. You can't beat that, folks. And let's get right down to my good friend Sal from Deutsch Power Center. You know what? You got to love my buddy Deutsch. Sal, they've been servicing the diesel and construction industry for the last 100 years. Deutsch Powerhouse in Elgin, Illinois, 224-276-6550. Tell them Tony O sent you. And let's not forget, folks, the Tony Ocean new cigars from Don Esteban Cigars. Folks, Javier will hand roll them and deliver them right to your home. Call Javier at 727-366-7536. They're out of Tarpon Springs, Florida. And let's not forget Trico Hair Experts recreating great hair days. Call Anthony and Carmela out of Rosemont, 773-999-7888. Ocean's Pit, little show about big things. I'm glad you guys are taking the time and watching the show today, whether you're watching it at lunch or whether you're watching it anytime during the day. You can see all the different programs. It's not going to be on all the time. So we're excited about that, folks, too. And let's not forget, try our good friends, of course, from Armando Supermarkets, Danny Mazzi, 925 Liberty Street in Elgin. Buy local, shop local. And Mike and Gigi from Crash Champions Collision Auto Repair. For all your collision and auto repair needs, go to crashchampions.com. Oh, yeah. All good stuff happening. You too, Lillian. All right, guys. So, birthday parties. What am I saying? Birthdays for June 3rd. Corey Hart. So I wear my sunglasses at night from Canada. He had some other great songs. Corey Hart turned 62. Ringo Richard Starkey, 83 years old this weekend. Boy, you got to love that. Good stuff. Gail Sayers, former Chicago Bear, up in heaven, man. Benny Goodman, the big music man. Benny Goodman would have celebrated birthday. Mitch Weissman, bass player, entertainer. He played Paul McCartney in the big Broadway show Beatlemania. We're going to try to get Mitch on the show, too. I'd love to read his mind. Mitch Weissman, great entertainer. Clint Eastwood, I dare you to tuck it off, celebrating the birthday. Frankie Haircut, from our good friends from Seventh Heaven. He's the drummer in Seventh Heaven. Frankie Haircut celebrating the birthday this past weekend. Another great entertainer in Chicagoland area from the South Side, Frank Rossi, celebrating of birthday. Rick Ardesiano, Ricky, Elvis guy, another guy, happy birthday. Danny DeVito turns 79 years old. Danny DeVito, God damn, you got to love it. My good friend Tracy from Good Clean Fun celebrating a birthday this past weekend. Tracy and Mikey and Tracy, happy birthday, Tracy. Ronnie Wood of the Rolling Stones, 77 years old. And another member of the Rolling Stones, Charlie Watts, rest in peace, celebrating a birthday. Frank Morgan, you might remember him as the Wizard of Oz. Don't pay attention to that man behind the curtain, Frank Morgan from Oz. And last but not least, Burger King, fast food establishment celebrating 70 years in the business, Burger King. Oh, yeah. Nina, I hope you're doing well, honey. Great seeing you. All right, guys, it has come to the end of the hour, and I want to thank you all for watching the show today. Again, let's get back to our final sponsor again, Ace Hardware. Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local. Download the Ace Rewards app. Easy way to keep track of your points, coupons, and special offers. I also want to say thank you to Raffaello for stopping by Sunday at Famous Freddy's. That's our good friend. Some Ace is the place. Buy local, shop local, helping neighbors before they were neighborhoods. Guys, I want to thank you all for coming, watching the show today. And again, tomorrow will be Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. And Wednesday, we got a two for you. Matt Cassane, who does the #1 Trump impersonating in the country. He will be our guest the first part of the show. And the second part of the show, Anthony and Ron Melchiotti. Anthony, a great musician, and Ron, of course, they're very funny, very witted guys, know a lot of logic about what's going on in this world. We're talking to them on Wednesday. Laura Ocean on Thursday, and of course, hopefully again, Karen Melchiori from Broken Earth Winery in Long Grove will be finally joining us this Friday. So it's a busy week of a lot of stuff. Guys, buy local, shop local, support local establishments and live entertainment. And remember the great words of Ringo Starr, peace and love. And I would thank you all for coming. Also, it was great seeing John Erst and Nick Sahajas, the piano man, and Phyllis and everybody at Bellagio on Saturday. Thank you for stopping by. I love you guys. Have a great weekend. God bless everybody. See you tomorrow. Same time, same station, Twisted Tuesday with Carol Brandolino. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a good one.
Oh, it's the end of the show. See you later from Tony.